Hi guys, it's day 8. Oh my gosh, how are you all feeling? Have you all been limbering up? So today we are going to be going on to our 30-second blocks. So from day 1 to 7, we did 20 seconds of hold of a plank and all different plank moves, and then the 10-second recovery. Today we start with prepping for our day 14, which is when we're going to try and hold and go through each of the exercises for 5 minutes. So today we're starting our 30-second hold blocks. So I hope you've had a little bit of a limber up. I know that I've just done a few sort of arm reaches around and back, and just sort of like get your headspace right, because obviously just taking it up those 10 seconds doesn't sound much, and in fact it's a great little progression from what we've been doing. But because we're going to be doing it across all the 10 moves, that's an extra 50 seconds of holding through our core, through our arms, through our wrists and through our shoulders. So we just want to make sure that we take it gradually. So see how you feel today. Today, if you're doing it with me live, is Monday. Mondays can be a tricky day because it's the first day of the week. If you've had a bit of a heavy weekend, you may feel a bit more fatigued today, because anything with higher sugar, just higher calorie intake, can actually make you feel a bit fatigued the next day. So work to your level. Every day, I always say this, work out to how you feel. So if you're feeling that things are a little bit hard today, then just go back down to your knees, go on to the easier options. And remember, there's a demo of how to do all the plank moves at the very beginning of all of this. So please do go back and just double check yourself, okay? And don't think that you're going backwards at all, because you'll be really surprised. Tomorrow, you might sort of have that sort of like Duracell bunny thing of coming up and be like, right, I'm ready for this. So I've got my 30 seconds on the clock ready. Let's get started. If any of you are joining for the first time, please go back to week 1 if you can, because I do want to make sure that you're doing this properly. Always think about your posture. Posture is more important, and the quality of the move, rather than try and just get through it, even if you're slumping through it. So just try and keep everything nice and strong as you go. I'm going to be taking my own advice as we do this. So we're going to get into position. So remember, our first move is going to be that spider swipe or twist. If you're coming from this position, just make sure that bottom comes down, okay, onto your knees, shoulders, and make sure that those wrists are definitely under those shoulders. So you're really bracing through and you can really press through. Anytime you want to ease it off, go down to your elbows, okay, because elbows just have a little bit less impact on those wrists. The first move is going to be a knee forward, cross it over, back to the original knee and back. On your toes, you're coming forward and you're driving that forward. Now then, your idea is to really stabilize through your pelvis. So from your waist forward, you can keep as still as you can. Anytime it's difficult, come back into a child's pose. If you can't do the full 30 seconds on any of the moves, please just go back into child's pose. Just keep an eye on where your timing is. Make a note of it for next time so you can see yourself progress. Right, I'm not going to carry on talking. We're going to get started. I'm going to put this on. You can hear this. Now this is going to count us down 10 seconds. Find your position. And 3, 2, 1, go into your position. So coming forward, cross, and back. We're just doing our right leg to start, and really sort of find a rhythm that works for you. So if I'm going too fast, go slower. You're pressing through, and what we're doing is we're doing one of the harder moves first, because you've got your most energy right now. So tummy's in, pulled in. We've got less than 10 seconds to go. You've got this. Breathe. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Press back. Excellent. Now that was the extra 10 seconds on that. Come forwards. Get into position. Are you ready? Toes tucked under. Off we go. So taking that knee forwards, cross and back. We always do both sides to make sure we're balanced. We don't want one side being stronger than the other. We're working through our abdominals. We're really having to make sure that we're balancing through. Try and keep everything as still as possible. Bottom is coming down, not too high in the air. Our core is pulled in up to our spines. Breathe, and I can feel my heart rate has definitely come up. I'm breathing heavier. Oh yes, there we go. First move done. Okay, reach back. Now then, onto your elbows if you want to. We're going to do our leg kick back, either off your knees or off your toes. So I'm going on my toes and raise and lower. Now then, if you prefer being on your hands, you can go up onto your hands. The only reason I made us go down onto our elbows is to ease off our wrists, give ourselves a little bit of ease. So tummy's in. Try not to arch your back. Protect that back. Breathe. You've got this. And you can feel every time we do the extra 30 seconds, it's cumulative. So by the end, you will be feeling it if you're not feeling it now. Knees down. Right, press back. And if I'm honest with you, I find actually on my elbows harder than I do on my hands. But I'm doing this because I want to make sure that you've got the options so that you find what works for you. It's all about you working to your level, all right? Breathe. Try and keep that control, pressing through that foot on the floor. And again, if you've got bad knees or you know that your back feels like you're arching, put those knees to the floor. You're still working hard. It's not a huge compromise. You're really making sure everything else is working. So breathe. Oh, that's good. Knees down, come back. That's exercise 2 done. Let's go to our sides. All right, we're going to be doing our crossover. So remember, you can do from here and reaching around. You can keep that knee on the floor the way I'm just showing you now, or you can take yourself up. So up in the air, reach around and breathe. Now this is where you can go down on your elbow as well. So just see how you're feeling. Breathe, everything's stable. Open up that chest. You're really holding your abdominals. We're working through so many muscle groups. We've got this. 3, 2, 1. We're going to the other side. All right, so if you are on your elbow, you're coming from this position, okay? I'm just going to do it with the knee down. So this is the other option for you, okay? I want you to just try whichever works for you. So I'm going to go from here, rotate. Now this is my wobbly side. I don't know why. You usually have one side that's more wobbly than the other. Probably this is my left side, and my leading arm, my leading side is my right side. And you tend to have more strength through the side where you're more prone to, whether you're right-sided or left-sided. Good. Breathe. We've got this. Excellent. Who's feeling hot? I know I am. We're doing our hip raises now. Again, remember, knee always can go on the floor, elbow under shoulder. I'm going to do mine off my toes. I always like to make sure I put my hand on my tummy to start with. But you can have your hand on the floor. You can have your hand on your hip, hand on your tummy. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can reach over and pull it back. Reach. We're really working these obliques, our side muscles. You're going to really notice a difference in that strength in the sides as we go through this next few days. Reach down. Good. Breathe. And again. Woo. Good. Let's go to the other side. Now I can definitely feel the difference between what we're doing now and those 10 seconds on each one. So let's raise it up. So I've got I keep wanting to do my arm up and looping over. So again, open that chest out. We're lowering up and down, up and down. So try not to drop this hip, keeping everything pulled in. You've got this. Breathe. Again, remember, if it's too much, you stop, pause, join back in when you feel ready. Make a note of where you're at. Good, excellent. Right, we're going to be going on to our last 2 moves. We've got this. All right, so it's knee down, or so you can go from here, lifting your leg, or you go from toes, dropping your knee. So I'm going to do that. It's always, those 10 seconds are so quick to explain it. It's tough. So remember, if this is all new to you and you feel like the transitions are too fast, I don't want you to feel overwhelmed by it. I just want you to go back to that demo, have a look, check your posture, make sure that you're doing everything. There should be no pain in your lower back. If there is, you're either dipping your hips too low, and you should also not be arching that bottom up to the ceiling. It should be nice and flat. Coming down, good. Right, one more move, 30-second plank hold. Find your position. We are coming into it. I'm going to be doing mine on my hands, and then we're getting here. So this is all our training and our progression for the Sunday. So we've got 6 days to practice this. Then we will be going through everything. You'll have probably a 2-second transition in the final day. So these 10 seconds do make a big difference between our transitions, thankfully. But how are you feeling? You feeling good? We're almost there. Count down when you hit the 3 pips. Ready? 3, 2, 1. You're done. Well done. We need a well done cheer at the end of that, don't we? Good job. How are you feeling? I hope you're feeling good. Now remember, if you're not doing this live with me, just take some time to stretch out. Do a hashtag replay for me. Let me know how you're doing. Let's just roll those shoulders back. Let's open our chests out. Take a breath and feel proud. We've done a really good extra 50 seconds of holding today. And we've worked through all our body. So if you are planning on doing any extra exercise now, I go for a walk in the mornings, so I tend to use this as my starting point now, and I'll go for a nice little walk. I sometimes do a little bit of a workout, and if you're working out before you eat anything in your morning, so this is at 7 o'clock in the morning, then it just means you're actually working 20% of your fat off. You're working 20% more fat off your body. So if you're thinking about wanting to tone, especially this area of our bodies, this area can always be the tricky bit, then these exercises will really, really help contribute to all sorts of other things that you're doing. But it also works through your body and your muscles and your toning. And that's something that we all forget to do quite a lot. So you're doing brilliantly. If you've joined me for the 8 days, well done. Congratulations. We've done it. So we've got the rest of our day to enjoy. For those of you who are on the hashtag replay, please make sure you say hashtag replay. Let me know how you're finding it. Did you find those 30 seconds a little bit harder? Or are you okay? Are you feeling really strong today? And I hope you are. Brilliant. Lovely to see you. And well done, Paula. I love the fact that you messaged me during the class. Have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow, 7:15. Have a great day, guys. Bye.